and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate and I am back! Embarrassing myself, singing, bring you the spooks. We've been doing this for years, you know the drill by now. You guys loved our most recent video, the top 10 scary meanings behind popular songs, and so we've decided to make a part 2. Before we get into it, last time I asked you what your favourite songs are and so many of you poured out answers and it made me feel really great to know that we've got such an eclectic audience. This time though, I want to know what your least favourite songs are, the real earworms you can't ever get out of your head. I never could stand Crazy Frog and it makes me feel a little bit angry every time I hear it. Could we call that a song? I don't know, it's more just a frog being crazy. Alright, let's get into this. So we had Old Town Road as our thumbnail for part 1. I don't make the thumbnails and nobody told me, so I thought I'd actually better put it in this part because it wasn't in the first part. So, coming in at number 10, we've got Old Town Road. Old Town Road has been one of the most talked about songs in America. It's a duo between Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. It mixes rap and country in an unlikely fusion, but people think it's all about, well, let me read you the lyrics and you can decide. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road, I'm gonna ride till I can ride no more. Now replace the word horse for a different word that you make up. People think it's dirty. If Old Town Road was dirty, I wouldn't be that scared, because sure, it's a bit lewd, but scary, no no no. In actuality though, the meaning is all about being stuck at home living life as a dropout, which is actually a pretty scary thought. X said the song came as he dropped out of college, angered his parents, and was living with his sister. He said that he felt like a loner cowboy who wanted to run away. I get you. Loner cowboy. Okay, back to the undeniable spooks. At number 9, we have Total Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around bright eyes. Such a good song. Love it, love it, love it. So, we learn something new every day, and I today learned that Total Eclipse of the Heart is a vampire love song, and it makes me like it even more. I think that maybe I love Bonnie Tyler on a new level than I did yesterday before I knew this. This certified platinum single was written by Jim Steinman, who claims that actually it was about living dead bloodsuckers. In an interview with Playbill, he said, Total Eclipse of the Heart, I was trying to come up with a love song, and I remembered that actually I wrote that to be a vampire love song. Its original title was Vampires in Love because I was working on a musical of Nosferatu, another great vampire story. If anyone listens to the lyrics, they're really like vampire lines. It's all about darkness and the power of darkness and love's place in the dark. This is very like Forgetting Sarah Marshall vampire musical, and I love it. In the narrative of the song, it is now clear to me that a mortal woman has fallen in love with a vampire who she waits for at night, hoping he'll make her immortal too. And I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. Can I just spend the rest of this video singing that song, because I would. I could. We'll be holding on together, we need to make it to number 8. If not, they'll fire you, Rebecca Felgate. Alright, coming in at number 8, we have the Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays. Even if you don't know this song, I think we can all agree that Mondays actually kinda suck. Today is Monday when I'm filming this, and I guess the reason I'm wearing so many bright colours is because I'm trying to inspire myself to feel good about Monday, but like, ugh. If you don't know the song, it is pretty famous, although it was released 40 years ago. The Irish group Boomtown Rats is fronted by none other than Sir Bob Geldof, one of my favourite whimsical characters. Not that many people know that their most famous #1 hit was actually about a school shooting. I guess if you really listen, the lyrics kind of give it away. And nobody's gonna go to school today, she's gonna make them stay at home, and mother feels so shocked. Father's world is rocked, and their thoughts turn to their own little girl. Sweet 16 ain't that peachy keen, now it ain't so neat to admit defeat. They can see no reasons cause there are no reasons. So it seems like the hit was a retelling of a school shooting massacre in San Diego, an elementary school in 1979. The perpetrator was a 16-year-old called Brenda Ann Spencer. She was arrested, and when she was asked why she went on a rampage killing children, she simply said, I don't like Mondays. Coming into number 7, we have the Rolling Stones' Brown Sugar. I love the Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger was the ultimate hottie. If he was 40 years younger, well, actually, he'd probably have his pick of all of the women, and honestly, I can't think of anything worse than dating a famous rock star. I guess you get what I mean though. He was an attractive man, all about the lips. The Rolling Stones had many a banger, one of which was Brown Sugar, but actually it seems like this song was pretty dark. It is about sex with an underage girl sold into slavery. Have a listen to the lyrics. Gold Coast slave ship bound for cotton fields, sold in a market down in New Orleans. Scarred old slaver knows he's doing alright, hear him whip the women just around midnight. Ah, brown sugar, how you taste so good. Brown sugar, just like a young girl should. Creepy, 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 must not make comment on Mick Jagger and young women. Must not, must not. Coming in at number 6, we have Tom Jones's Delilah. Why, Delilah? Oh my god, it's so good. I just want to listen to that now. Move over, Bonnie. I'm actually all about a bit of Tom Jones. I saw him once in London for £2.50 due to a clerical error. Honestly, it was the best £2.50 I ever spent in my life. He was magnetic. 79 years old and still an absolute hottie. Delilah came out in 1969 and people now think of it as a TJ classic. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually woefully dark. She was my woman, as she deceived me I watched and went out of my mind. She stood there laughing, I felt the knife in my hand and she laughed no more. My, Delilah. Oh, again all day, but again, stabbing, not good. He also continues by saying, so before they come to break down the door, forgive me Delilah, I just couldn't take any more. Now the song is clearly about a man driven mad with jealousy, and he kills the person he loves because of it, which, you know, scary and not great. And also kind of irony, he famously cheated on his wife with 250 women. Good job she didn't Delilah him. Coming into number 5, we have Phil Collins in the Air. Now most of us remember Phil Collins in the Air Tonight as being all about a drumming gorilla in a Cadbury advertisement, but actually it's much darker if you listen to the lyrics. The song is clearly about watching someone die. They honestly read like a horror story, have a listen. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. Phil! The song was written by Phil Collins as he was breaking up with his wife, which seems to be where the urban legend began. Many people say the song came from Phil himself actually watching a man drown, and that man had previously attacked his wife. Another version of the legend says that he witnessed a man drowning someone else but was too far away to help. Later in his life he hired a private detective to find the man, sent the perpetrator a free ticket to one of his concerts, and then played the song with a spotlight on the killer. Again, urban legend. Coming into number 4, we have Baha Men Who Let the Dogs Out. I'm honestly really deeply trying to suppress the urge to sing this song because like it overcomes you, but no, I won't do it. I won't do it. Did you guys get that song when you were young? When I was a wee nipper in the UK, this song was absolutely playing all the time, and again, still fighting the urge to sing it. I even heard it live at a pop event in Birmingham NEC. What a treat. While this song may have been an absolute kid's birthday party classic, it's actually kinda awful. The Baha Men are referring to women as dogs, and the song is about trying to, give a dog a bone then. The scariest thing about this song is how often it was played around kids. It was even in a Rugrats movie, which is, I don't know, kind of wrong. Coming into number 3, serious and sad, we have the Cranberries' Zombie. Okay, so this song is called Zombie, so I guess it already has a scary name, but the song is not about a living dead corpse, but actually about the Irish fight for independence and a response to the 1993 IRA bombing in Warrington, in which 2 young children died. The IRA issued a statement afterwards that read, "Responsibility for the tragic and deeply regrettable death and injuries caused in Warrington yesterday lies squarely at the door of those in the British authorities who deliberately failed to act on precise and adequate warnings." Now a lot of people simply weren't okay with this. Zombie was written in protest to the deaths, and it became the band's biggest hit, although the BBC banned the music video for it. I think it's an absolute banger, but yeah, it's a political banger. Coming into number 2, we have the Eagles' Hotel California. What an absolute tune. I went to the Hotel California a few years back with Danny and Landon while we were at VidCon. This song has 2 scary meanings. On the surface it's about a spooky hotel, which is obvious in the lyrics. This could be heaven, this could be hell. You can check check out anytime, but you can never leave. There's like a whole devil-y section in there as well. They sing, we're all just prisoners here of our own device, and in the master's chamber they gathered for the feast and they stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Uh-oh, beast, and nobody wants to be stabbed with a steely knife. Uh-oh, no. But the song also has a whole other deeper, darker meaning which is just as scary. It seems that the song is also about the dark side of the American dream and the self-indulgence and excess it promotes. Finally, coming into number 1, I love to end the video with Taylor Swift, and we have Swifties, Look What You Made Me Do. I'm sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead, mic drop. I can't do American accents. Sorry. Taylor was never trying to hide the spooks in Look What You Made Me Do, her 2017 comeback single after Snakegate. The beginning of the music video takes place in a graveyard after all, but after a deeper dive into the video it becomes apparent that Taylor was actually referencing a whole wealth of scary things. So let's start with the bathtub of diamonds. It's been widely speculated that this was a dig at Kim Kardashian's Paris robbery, where her jewels were stolen and she was bound and gagged in the bathtub. There's also a wider robbery scene in which Taylor is at the front of a heist. In the background there's an engagement ring. Kim Ye famously had her stolen in the heist. Taylor also crashes her car. Her ex-boyfriend Calvin Harris was in a car crash before they broke up. Taylor is also heading up a plastic robot doll factory, taking direct aim of her bad blood squad. There's also the whole 13th snake thing and the killing off of all the old Taylors. I could go on forever, but this video does have to end, but I have to say I absolutely loved it. It had over 1 billion views on YouTube, and I actually really kind of missed Snake Taylor. I've got a list and your name is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do. Okay, that was fun. Were you into part 2? What's your favourite song? Let me know. Also do let me know your least favourite songs. Mine is still Crazy Frog, but I really don't think it's actually a song. And also anything by the M People. Sorry. Before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from part 1 where I asked your favourites. So, Hey Jude Let It Be wrote their favourite song is, you guessed it, Hey Jude by the Beatles. At number 2 they had Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and 3 Rocket Man by Elton John. 3 very strong picks. Skittle Gamer said Toes by Glass Animals, love it. Believer by Imagine Dragons, Say Amen by Panic at the Disco. Good! Good. Also, just to end this video, like, as we were talking about Taylor Swift, have you guys watched the Calm Down music video? I didn't really like Me that much, but You Need to Calm Down has me bopping and stopping all day long. I didn't mean to turn this video into a Taylor Swift appreciation video, but do you know what? Tan France is drinking tea, and I love it. If you love this video, please leave a thumbs up, share it with a friend. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!